When it has a pollution, pollution is of negative. Pollution is something which is not actually real. I try to bring that whatever inside of us is, outside actions are the projection of that. Like when I say the negative is nothing, but it is an absence. Supposing you are weak, you go to a doctor and you ask the doctor, take away my weakness. Will the doctor give you injection and suck out all your weakness? Will not. What he will do? He will say, take this tablet, take this medicine of health. When the health will come to you, you're not weak anymore. So that means the real thing is not weakness. Weakness is nothing but absence of strength. So when I say my healthy inner self, that means my healthy mind. And the healthy mind is when it's a happy mind, when it's a loving mind, when it's peace, when it's peaceful mind. And then whatever I do, sometime, like I studied a lot about my own self, being an engineer. I used to think that people say you remember God and your sin will be absolved. And I could not figure it out. How the sin could be absolved just by sitting in meditation. There has to be something more to it. And that is where I find that when I am connected with God, Supreme Being, then I receive God's love and happiness. And that love and happiness in the soul makes me enthusiastic, make me happy, and then that goes into the body. And body gets energized. And when the body gets energized, then it will do good action. And when it will do good actions, it will create the external environment of unity, of cooperation, of mutual trust with each other. See, like many times, I really felt that we know it is the soul that really makes the difference in the world. And how I looked at it, like for example, we have blood in our body. We have blood in every cell, every little thing. You prick, with the needle, the blood will come out. So that means the blood is in every part of the body. And wherever the blood is not there, that portion become dead. Same way, the soul energy, the inner energy, it is spread in throughout my body. So what it is, because it is the soul which is life, which puts the energy in the body. And when the soul is gone, everything is there, but it's all dead, mean it is not active anymore. Same way, the soul energy energizes the body. When the soul leaves the body, dead. So, what is that which puts the energy in the body? It's the love and happiness. Like how I give you example. When you are happy, you could sleep only 4 hours or even 3 hours. You jump out of the bed. It happens or not, and full of energy. And when you are sad or depressed, you could sleep 8 or 10 hours. Still, you will be tired. So that means happiness generates energy in the body. Same way, love generates energy in the body. So that means in the soul, the energy is of love and happiness. So it is spreading throughout my body. In every cell of the body, there is love. Every cell of the body, there is happiness. And when you do with that, so that means anything, can you imagine that the love is oozing out of your body? Like we have a sweating. When we sweat, the sweat come out of the body, right? If the sweat can come out of the body, is it possible love can come out of the body? Happiness come out of the body and spreading everywhere. So that means the love is on your face. The love is in your eyes. The love is in your smiles. The love is in your actions. Anything you will do because you will touch something with love is different. But when you touch something with anger, is it different or not? So that is how you see that our inner energy changing the atmosphere. There is a saying that the butterfly effect, that even the butterfly just flips the wings, it is felt in the whole universe. Same way, when I, the soul, spreading the love and the happiness, those vibrations are spreading all over the world. Can you imagine that? Have you seen, you see a pond, you throw a pebble in that pond, what happened? There will be ripple. Ripple will continue, continue, continue. Where it will end? It ends only when it reaches the end of the pond. Same way, can you feel that? My the ripple effect of love I am spreading. It keeps going on and on and on and on. It goes up to the end of the universe. You know how important my state of mind is. It is affecting the whole universe. But how that possibly could be done? That I am giving energy to the universe because when I connect with the Supreme Being, who is the unlimited one, and when I connected with the unlimited, I start to feel the flow of that energy in me. And that also comes with our understanding that I am child of God. Like our body is created by my parents, and who created the soul? I mean, who's the child of the soul? I mean, mother and father of the soul, supreme soul, we call. So that means, or we could call it God of my faith, whosoever I believe in. So if I am child of God of my faith, that means I have to admit, or I have to have the courage to say, I also have God's DNA. And DNA of God is of love. DNA of God is of happiness. DNA of God is of giving. So when I am giving, but giving does not happen just like that. But what I know, when I am giving, I am receiving from every direction. When the tap water come out, the water start to flow in the pipeline. When I give to somebody, I start to receive from God. So energy start to flow in me. So I keep on spreading the vibrations, and automatically when I am spreading the vibrations of peace and happiness, giving to everybody, I continuously remain full of peace and happiness. And that is my inner strength. And that is how I have looked at whatever is in my mind that is projected, and it reaches to the whole universe. So I am not a nobody. I am not only somebody. I am everything. I am the master creator of atmosphere. The earth can produce the most delicious fruit and vegetables and the trees, right? but it still needs the seed put into the ground. So that means only when we do something, then it can multiply exponentially. But still, I need to do that something. The earth can not, I don't call it a react, but that's what it is. Anything we feed into it, then it multiplies millions of times. And this is how we find that our state of mind is what is in the surrounding. People notice it. You don't have to be saying anything, but even your smile, people will be able to relate to. You know, and this is how I have been living my life. I know that, Jose, you want me to talk about the World Trade Center too, but I am just wondering, you think whosoever wants to share, that makes sense, that my love is oozing out of my body. My happiness is oozing out of my body. If the sweat has that smell, so then there is a fragrance of love and happiness oozing out of my body. People feel so comfortable with me when they are in my company. That's why people say, people, you create an aura around you. People say that word quite often. Or you have an aura around you. And that is what the atmosphere is. So anybody wants to say anything?
Oh,
It makes sense. Any
yeah,
see?
so brother, is it that aura is that of love and happiness,
Yes,
and how
yes.
we create that love and happiness within ourselves. You talk
See,
about God, connect with God.
just to have this feeling I'm child of God, and when I'm child of God, I carry God's DNA. So that is the key to understand. So that means love is my natural nature. This is what I am made of. Happiness is my natural nature. This is what I am made of. You can see anytime when you're not happy how you feel. You go any place where there is happiness, you want to go there. Wherever there is love, you want to go there. So, because that is our nature, that is what we are. So, we feel comfortable with that. Like if I ask you this question, even though you might get angry or upset with somebody, but check deep, deep inside. Are you not a loving person or a caring person? Are you not a happy person? When you are left alone to your own self, are you not a happy person? And the hearty answer will be yes, I am loving and caring person. And that is DNA, God's DNA. Same way, God gives happiness to everybody. Now check within yourself. Don't you want to give happiness to everybody? I'm not asking. You check yourself.
But
Even though
it's a
sometimes
self,
it might be difficult. Huh?
it's a self-checking.
Yeah, yeah. But if, okay, if I say something, God gives, what makes you feel good? When you're taking from somebody, begging, or you're giving to somebody? When you feel good, when you are giving. It's true or not? This is everyone's experience. So that means giving makes me happy because that is my DNA, God's DNA of giving, giving, and giving. And I know many times people think when I give and give, people take advantage of me. But that also is true. People take advantage of me because I have advantage. I have that love and happiness which they can take from me. But when I'm giving to other people, I keep on receiving from God, from nature, from everywhere. So this is how the whole system works. Giving becomes my receiving. And that comes from understanding that I am a soul, child of God. If I am soul conscious, then I am in the image of God. I have God's DNA. But when I'm body conscious, then I'm thinking of my job, thinking of my family, thinking of my problems, all kind of my work, everything. So that is called body conscious. Body conscious means it makes me limited. Body is limited. It gets tired. Soul never gets tired. So when you're soul conscious, you don't get tired. So this is how I see that our healthy mind create the healthy atmosphere all around. Because when you are happy, they say happiness is in the air, love is in the air, and freshness is in the air, freshness of mind, fragrance of the joy, happiness. That is what our life is all about. And like even my World Trade Center experience was also the same way that I was on 64th floor. And when the plane hit the building and it looked like that there is an earthquake, building went this way, that way, but then it came to stand still. Then we knew, no, it is not an earthquake. Maybe a small plane must have hit it. And then we started to go down the stairs. In the meantime, after about 20 minutes, another plane came and hit the other body, another building. And that is when we all thought it's not an earthquake, it is not an accident, but it is a terrorist attack. And then everybody started to panic. And then what happened? The other tower, which was hit later, started to collapse. And our tower was still standing, but other towers started to collapse. But it was shaking our tower very badly. And then we found out because of after some time, we found that because of the falling tower, all the debris, it blocked our stairs at the bottom. So we could not get out from our stairs. So we had to change the stairs. We went to another stairs in the opposite direction. And there, all of a sudden, lots of water started to come because the pipeline was broken. And so water was coming with such a speed that if we don't hold on to the handrail, we will go down. Slowly holding the handrail, we are coming down. And then we found out even the second stairs are broken because of the water problem. Something must have happened to it. So we could not use that stairs also. So we had to go to the third one, the last one we were left with. And we are, like going through total darkness. Water is falling on the top, water is at the bottom, ankle high, and all the wires hanging on top of us, holding the wall slowly, bending down. We came out of the tower and we had gone only about 5 minutes walk away from the tower. Our tower started to collapse and we ran from there. But the dust was following us. We are running in front, and it was such a chaotic thing. And then after that, many people wanted to stay with me. And then I said, we have a center on Fifth Avenue, our center, right? 306 Fifth Avenue. I said, I could take you over there. Jose, you were there? I believe you were there. You were
No,
there?
no, I was not there at that
You were
time.
not there? So
No.
but I know. Then they made food, they offered to them. And then when the night began, the train started to run. So we came home in the train. But next day, newspaper, television, they started calling me and they were asking me many questions. And one of the question was, Ram, you were 1 hour 35 minutes in the tower. That's what time I took to come out of the tower. 1 hour 35 minutes. And after I came out, only after 5 minutes, the tower collapsed. They said you were so close to death. Share your experience of fear that when you thought you will die. And some or another, I could not find even a 1 second of fear. And I'm wondering what could be the reason. I am not an extraordinary person. I am an ordinary person. I am not a macho kind of person. But what made me no fear? The only thing I thought, because I started helping other people. Because whenever there will be cry in the distress, some sound will come, so everybody will become very much afraid, and there will be ladies, they will scream. So when they screamed loudly, so what I did, I stepped back and I said, "You come front." So I put them in front of me. Now they are so happy with me. I said, "What a big deal in that? They're like my little sisters." And I just brought them in front. I just went 2 steps behind. Not much difference.
But it's because your inner state
Yeah.
that that gives you that courage and that peaceful um attitude towards
Ah.
death, let's say. Because
See, see, this is what I found was because I started helping other people, I did not have the fear.
mhm,
That's the key. And the other question they were asking, Ram, how America will take advantage, some foreign country. Actually, it was from Spain. Somebody asked me. The newspaper was what they call it, Lagaria or something like that. What the paper called? It's Lagaria, something like that.
I don't really
In Spain, huh?
uh,
Some Spanish. Okay, and he was asking how America will take now revenge. And I said to them, today they took revenge, tomorrow we will take revenge, then they will take revenge. People will keep getting killed. Where is the end? We have to stop this vicious cycle of taking revenge. And we have to start healing process. And the healing starts from forgiveness. So, what I did to myself actually, I told that person, but I started to self reflect. I started to think, Ram, who should you forgive? I looked around. Finally, I knew that I also had done many, many wrong things in my life. We all have done something wrong, right? And we are carrying the burden of those wrong things, right? They don't go away. We all carry that burden, right? So on that day, what I did, I say I cannot know who should I forgive, but maybe I can forgive myself for all the wrong things I have done in my life. And that's what I did. I said, God, in front of you, I forgive myself for all the wrong things I did. When I did that, I felt a burden has been lifted from my shoulder. I felt so happy. I felt like I'm a clean slate. It's the beginning of my new life. And then I was jumping with joy because I'm light. And people thought I have gone crazy because they thought I should be crying, I should be distraught, I should be panicking. And here you are jumping with joy. Maybe you're in a state of denial. You're state in denial. Can I just pick up rather than bothering the phone? Hmm.
Just everybody, if you have any
I'm in a class.
question,
I'm in a
you
class.
if you have any question, you can open your mic
Yeah.
and
So,
ask to Ram Prakash.
yeah. So that I finished this, and then so that means from that point onward, it has become my nature. Anytime I see somebody doing something wrong, I forgive myself something I did wrong maybe yesterday, maybe day for yesterday. It makes my life so good. First of all, because I don't blame anybody. And when I don't blame anybody, my relationship remain good. And also, I am able to become light within my own self. And that has become my nature. That I am going to keep on forgiving me for all the wrong things I do. But that doesn't mean that keep on doing wrong. But what I have found, by feeling guilty of something you have done wrong, it does not take you anywhere. It only puts you down. But you can make up for that mistake. Supposing you hurt somebody 10 units, you can make that person happy 15 units. Do something for that person nice so that that person brings smile on that person's face. So that means I have mm, made up for my mistake, that you don't have to feel guilty. You can forgive yourself. Try that. Keep on, like, don't feel bad about yourself no matter what. Try this one slogan again and again and again. And then you will see the difference. That was the benefit I got. And after doing so many years of my meditation, it has become a natural nature in me that no matter where I am in a different situation, everybody is looking for something. And let me become that one who is on the giving, who is helping. And no matter where you go, people are always looking for help. So even making cup of tea, you go into someone's kitchen, even you can clean the cupboards. There is always something to do, and that makes other person feel very close to you. This is where I find when you are in a good state of mind, when you are filled with joy. First of all, when you are working with joy, you will not get tired. And then other people will want to be close to you because you're happy. Everybody wants to be close to a happy person. Do you think anybody will be happy? Anybody will want to go near a grouchy person? Nobody. But happy person attracts everybody. So this is how I see the life. Yeah. Let me see if somebody wants to say something.
If
Anything.
if anybody want to ask or share anything, you're welcome to speak.
Hi, brother. Thank you for the talk.
Mm.
Actually, I recently joined. I would like to know when are the in-person classes at Manhattan?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't
Oh,
have
yeah.
an exact date. Construction is still in progress. You can start checking the website from on the first week of May. Yes,
Okay.
or call the center and we will let you know.
All right, thank you. And I have one more question.
Uh-huh.
How we can find the purpose of this life?
See, many times this question comes to all of us. What is the
Mm-hmm.
purpose of my life? Many times say, oh, I want to live a happy life. I want to do this. I want to do this. You do all the chores, but then you say even the animal kingdom, everybody does the same thing. You grow up, then you bring the food on the table, you eat children, have children, then you make, take care of the children, and then you become old, and you say that's all the life is about. Many times I used to ask this question to myself too. What is the purpose? Then what I came up with, purpose is of service. You are as good in your life as much as you are useful, making other people happy. Because when you make other people happy, happiness, that becomes your purpose. When you are happy, because only when we are tired, exhausted, getting bored, then I say, why my life is. But you see, many, many times we say this word, what is the purpose? I have nothing to live for, nothing to live for. But when we say, oh, I want to take my life, but I don't want to. Some people do. Some people even commit suicide. But you will find the majority of the time we are very much attached to our body and we don't want to let go. So I find the purpose of service, how useful you can be to the society. Because not many people will ask this question to themselves. What is the purpose of my life? So they are thinking, taking, grabbing, big job, big this thing, big house, big car. It's like a rat race. I have seen in my life that when I did not have anything, I wanted little bit better. I got that. Then I want little bit more. I got that. Little bit more. I kept on getting, got very good job, but still the mind is not satisfied. But then what is the purpose of my life? Okay, I have beautiful car, a beautiful house. Then you will see one thing, even you have a delicious food in front of you. If you are not happy, that food will not go down your throat. If you are in pain and sorrow, you will not feel like eating it. So that means the purpose of my life becomes happiness makes me dynamic. When I am body conscious, it is more like inertia. Inertia means I don't want to do anything. I am not interested in anything. I just feel so bored. Now that's what many times people find that. But when there is a joy, there is no way you can get bored. When you are in a joy, you will go out, you will meet with people, you will just want to be in the society. Look around, shaking hands, talking to people, and people know when you are genuine. So, to me, that itself is a very big purpose in the life. I want to give happiness to everyone. And by making people happy, you automatically will become happy. Then this question will not come. What is the purpose of my life? Because you're already working on your purpose, service to the society. Because everybody will not be like you. There's a gradation. Have you seen somebody in the time of crisis? Some people cry for help, but somebody is trying to help other people. Such a big difference. Same situation, but some are crying for help and some are providing help. What a difference it will make, because we all have different kind of category of people. Now the question is, do I want to live a life where I don't have to do anything? No, you will go to death. You want activity in your life. And once we know that we have to have activity in our life, then why don't I go all out? All out I go. That I am going to. Like many time I myself personally, I envision this thing that there is a big problem going on, something is happening, that everybody is out of the house, they are tired, exhausted, sleepy, and cannot get up. And what I find myself, as if I am just distributing tea and cookies to them, serving them. When people are in pain and sorrow, when you take away that sorrow from that person, then you see the purpose of your life. Defining is not the answer, the purpose, because that will confine me. Only limited purpose, one or two things. But the purpose is unlimited, unlimited joy, unlimited happiness, and sharing your life of happiness with others. So that also become part of the purpose. I'm sharing my life of happiness with others. I'm sharing my experiences with others. So sharing becomes purpose of my life. So
Thank you, brother.
thank you.
There is one project, brother, that you started, and it's called the 1 million Acts of Goodness.
And
So
now,
this
should
is,
I?
yeah, this is kind of an example of finding my purpose of my life.
Yes,
It's
you see,
like you mentioned earlier that our good action will create an external environment.
yeah. See, like what had happened after World Trade Center. I was because we lost 10 people in our office, my friends, but they decided to stay back. They thought they are safe over there. But we started to go down. We came out of it, but they remained there and they died, most of them. 2 people survived actually. That's another story. But now I used to go to the funeral and I will, sit in the church and I will ask this question: what is justification that my friends died and I survived? Why it happened? Why did it happen? Why I should have gone? Why my friends gone? The survival guilt. What thought came to my mind? Like I also felt why I'm living. And then the thought came to my mind. Okay, I also consider I have died. But now, okay, if I had died, what people would have said? Oh, Ram was such a nice person. Oh, he was so helpful. But he died helping other people. He was such an angel. But he's dead. So I would have been a dead angel. But now I did not die. So is it possible I can become a living angel, a tiny, tiny angel, micro, micro angel? Such a small thing. We talk about big, big angels who have done miraculous things. But I become a micro angel. And what angels do? They appear in the time of need. People say that, oh my God, we were thinking about you, you appeared, or you are an angel. You know, or they will help selflessly and they will remain incognito. They will not let anybody know that they are angels. And when the work is finished, they fly away. They don't take anything in return and they keep flying. Now I ask this question amongst ourselves, that can I do these things to be available in the time of need and remain incognito? help selflessly, and don't take anything in return. And then when work is finished, fly away, go to another mission. If I can do that, so I can live the life of an angel. So that means if I can promise even today to ourselves, I can start to live a life of angel from today. And that is where I find when Jose was talking about the program called 7 billion acts of goodness. What it is, we say act of goodness. Everybody, they say we all do good actions. But act of goodness is something I do extra. If I am making $100,000, people think the smart people will be who will work for only 60, 70,000, but they will receive 100,000. Then they are smart. But then what is happening? Something is getting lost. Yeah, I'm getting more, but doing less. So somebody is suffering. But act of goodness is if I am making $100,000, let me work for $110,000. Little bit extra. Putting 1 hour extra, half an hour extra at my job, even in my relationship, everywhere, out of generosity, doing extra. And that extra is called act of goodness. Act of goodness is something I do above and beyond my duty or obligation. That creates the atmosphere. Good actions, because when you will do good actions, you will smile. Good action means your hands will be pure, you will be projecting love, you will be projecting happiness, and that is how you start to change the world as well. So, this is how we are saying that enough of us, if we start to practice this thing, act of goodness, I start to perform, it will uplift the whole society little by little. If we can garner 7 billion, now it's 8 billion. 8 billion good actions. Maybe that will bring the tsunami of goodness, volcanic eruption of goodness, explosion of goodness and happiness. Like atom bomb, that's why it came start with one atom.
Or a domino
So
effect.
that is, huh?
A domino effect.
Yeah, then the domino effect. See, one will lead to another, another, another. So, can we create a domino effect of love, domino effect of happiness, building love, building bridges between the communities, bringing people together, bringing unity. So, once we start to work on in that direction, you are already in the golden age. You are already an angel. You don't have to look past, oh, after many, many years I will become. I am whatever I am, but I can help you and the society with my kindness, with my love, with my happiness. And then when you are giving happiness and love, you automatically are happy. So those are the few things. Anything else? Otherwise, we'll finish. Yes. Somebody else want to say something? We are not many people like a family.
I guess
Yeah.
they are full.
Uh,
And,
okay.
um,
So we could
good.
just sit in meditation for a few minutes.
Yes.
Yeah. We could play a song and or some music and just focus. Just take some point. What is good in you? And make a list of it actually. Lots of time people will only point to you what is not right, but you imagine what is good in me. And You will flee because all that goodness is God's DNA, and make it emerge, expand on it, make it dynamic.